Morning, welcome to 3D Leisure at Home with me, Gail. We're going to be doing Fat Burn Extreme this morning. Going to be a toughie. We are going to be doing pinner workout, which is 16 exercises, so a lot to get through. Please do the warm-up and the demo with me. Have a drink at hand, have a mat down and create space. Any injuries, work around them. So we're just going to get to it this morning straight away. It's 20 minutes when music kicks in, guys. Fat Burn Extreme is always pushing your max. Pushing as hard as you can and resting when you need to take a rest. So you are meant to rest, recover, come back in, but you don't get given the rest breaks, so you have to take them when you want them. So we're going to do a quick warm-up, dropping your bottom down, pushing the hips out. A little squat. I'm going to speed that up a little bit. And then we're going to do hamstring curls, so digging back the elbows, kicking back up towards your bottom. And then we're going to do a couple of side lunges, so centre, reaching down, reach. So just moving side to side, tapping the floor or reaching down to where you can. And then legs split apart, just reach down again, try and kind of use your arms as well, so you're warming up a body as well as lower. So we'll just jog out, so nice little jog, pushing up, and then kick out to the side and push up. Knees lifting to the front, and then kicking back. Heels to bottom, little mini jacks. Arms can come right above the head or just to shoulder high. Any shoulder injuries, just lift to pain-free range. And lunges, so we want to be forward lunges, landing heel to toe. And then back lunges, so give yourself space and landing, toe, knee coming low. If you lose your balance on your lunges, just take your stance a little bit wider apart. And if you're too close and you feel wobbly, that corrects that. So we're just going to do Russian sprints is your first one. So we'll run through the first few exercises. The other ones we'll do once we're in the main bit, which is like the music on, is when you go fast, guys. I'm just gonna move my mats a little bit here. And hopefully I've got my camera okay today. You can see me. Okay, so we're down for your Russian sprints. On your mat, hands with fingers pointing forward. And then we just kick, so the fast kicks with the bottom off the mat is your hardest, and then obviously slower kicks, easier. And if you can't do that at all, you can maybe just do a little swap with your bottom on the floor. Leg drops, the two legs are up in there, and then when you drop, you bend one leg and straighten the other leg. So easier is not to take that straight leg as low, harder to take it down. If you wish to make that even harder, it would be to keep the head off the mat and the hands to temples and resting your head. Just takes a little bit of effort off the core. So we have squat, pulse, lunge, pulse. So we have 4 squats centre, then 4 lunges back. So again on your squats, the lower you go on your squat is the harder. So you want to push your bottom back and you pulse for 4, down low, higher, easier. Lunges the same. You come back with right leg, front knee stays above your ankle, you tilt the hips under, and you drop down and you pulse for 4. So higher pulse is easier. Lower the back knee, harder. You come back to your centre and then you do the other leg. And then we have snowboard rotations, so you can either have your hands crossed across the shoulders. Either way, whether the arms are out, which is harder, or crossed, you squat, you turn, you squat, just like a little jump squat, turning side to side. Making that easier is not to jump as high and squat as low, and taking the jump out altogether will just be like a little walk for the side to side rather than you jump in the middle. The higher you jump, the harder. So we have tricep press, which is close press, hands tucked in, hands close, elbows tucked in, I should say. Either knees on your mat or toes. So if you're doing your close press and you are doing from your knees, try not to have your bottom up. Try to sink forward with the hips forward and belly button up. And then you do like your close press and a push. If you're on your toes, it'll be a lot harder. You want to push, keep the belly button up, keep your head in line with your spine so you're looking forward and down. Don't tuck your head under. And then we have swings. So the swings, you do need a bit of space. You might have to turn side on in your room. I'll face you just now, so you're in your plank position. And so there's options for this. So you can either bring this leg forward and do like a jump from side to side. You can do a stand from side to side, or you can do straighter legs, which is coming out wide, or like your fasts. So I have a bit of a knee issue. So I find if I keep my legs straighter, it takes a little bit of strain off my knee. You pick which one you want to do your hardest. So again, if you have any injuries, so work around it. If something doesn't feel right, listen to your body, take it down, make it easier, and just work within your means. And then this is the last one, maybe do another two. Wide narrow jumps, which is a squat on both. So it's a close squat, jump, wide squat, jump. So you jump, so even when your feet come together, drop your bottom down. Taking out the jump would be a squat wide, squat close, squat wide. And again, the closer, the lower your bottom comes, the harder. And the last one I'm going to show here is walk and jump. So in your walk and jump, go side on here, you drop down and you walk out. So you can walk out with the bent legs, walk out into a bottom flat plank position, belly up. You do your press either from knees or toes. You walk it back and you do a jump. If you're taking out the jump, you do a reach. Speeding that up obviously will make it harder. Take your heart rate up. So you want to work till you have to stop. Stop, have a drink and then come back in, or stop, just rest, come back in. Mini stretch before we start. Bottom back and up, tilt, lower the chest, make it a bigger stretch. So we just get in a quick stretch in here, pushing that bottom back, heel to bottom, push your hip out to the front. If you need a balance, you can hold on to the wall, keep the knee down and push your hip out as you squeeze the heel to bottom. Taking the wrist, either reaching up or just a stretch, and up and over with the wrist or without. In breath up, out breath over. And just circle those arms forward for me. And then big circle the arms back. And then cross the arms, squeeze them back. And we are going to start. So again, if you have your drink close at hand, so you can take it at any time. Stop and rest whenever. The first exercise we're going to do is a Russian sprint. So we're from the floor We're going to start now.
This is the Fat Bird Extreme Panel Workout.
So this is where you give it your all. Are we ready to use? So either slow kicks, bottom on the floor if you can't kick from the bottom up. And if you're going from the start, nice and fast. And obviously with a smile. Kick in, belly button pulling down.
Leg drops.
So you're lying down. Hands at the side, make it easier. Head lifted, hands to temples to make it harder. So you drop, drop and lift. Drop and lift. Draw the belly button down. Get the legs back up above your hips. When it's a straight leg.
Russian sprints.
Back up. Either slow or fast. If you can't, you can do from the floor. So we are warming up straight, nice and early. Happy Thursday.
Leg drops.
Back down. Woo. Gonna feel your core today. Muscles working hard.
Russian sprints.
Kick out. Push. You can go slower if you wish. So it's 20 minutes.
Leg drops.
Here we go, team. Harder is to keep this head off your mat. Easier. Rest.
Squat pulse, lunge pulse.
Fours, guys. Remember your fours. Low squat. 4 pulses. Right leg back. Pulse lows for 4. Higher, easier. Back, front for 4. Back, other leg. Nice and low for 4.
Snowboard rotations.
Cross or arms out. Easier. Just to step it out. Harder. Jump, jump, jump. Harder. Jump high and low. Getting a lot of space between the floor and your feet will take your heart rate through the roof. Then you might need to stop.
Pulse, lunge pulse.
Pause. So work hard, guys. You want to feel that you have to stop. Stopping, having a rest, coming back in and then pushing really, really hard is what it's all about. Push your max.
Snowboard rotation.
Are we ready? So easier, you know it now. Not as low, a lot easier. Hard. Yes. Max.
Squat pulse, lunge pulse.
Fours. Woo. Warm this morning. Nice and low. Get our bottom down. Get your knee down low in your lunges if you can.
Snowboard rotation.
Here we go, team. Option. Done. I'll just run through the options as we go through, and you just pick your hardest. Make it your hardest. Tricep press. Keep those elbows in as you drop, belly up. You drop and push. Drop and push. Head in line with the spine. Toes harder.
Swings.
Okay. The swings. So you know you can bring this leg forward. I'm just doing my taps. You can do fast taps. If you're jumping, make sure you come nice and low. So it's a lunge, or you can step it out. Tricep press. Go for your hardest. The position of choice. Toes on knees. Hands close though. Elbows in. Rub the rib cage.
Swings.
Okay, guys. You can tap out if you prefer. Or low.
Tricep press.
Presses. Go. Push your max now, team. You can speed these up if you wish. Make your triceps hard. Tricep press. You might need to move about to get your swings in. So it depends on your space. Option to make it slower, or taps, or fast. Push.
Wide, narrow jumps.
So you have a wide and a close. So walking it would be a wide, close, jump, in, out. But down, down, not up, unless you have injuries. Walk it out. Walk. Press, knees or toes. Walk back. Jump or stretch. So you can speed this up so that it's nice and fast, or go your own pace.
Wide, narrow jumps.
Back to wide narrow, guys. Low. Got it. Higher jump, harder. Yes.
Walk
Power.
and jump.
Okay. Walk it out. Press. Walk it back. Jump.
Wide, narrow jumps.
Woo! Stop and have a drink whenever you want. You know, you can stop, just gonna half it down a bit, come back in, push, keep going and having a drink.
Walk and jump.
Go team. If you're pressing, knees or toes.
Lean back side to side.
Okay, we're leaning back, legs bent, arms together, lean back, touch, back to center each time. Lean, touch, back, breathe out, in, higher, easier. C7 is a jump forward. So it's like we did before, but instead of the walk, you jump, you either walk back or jump back, you press, and then it's the same, walk back and jump. Squat, squat and press, walk back, jump. Jump, you can walk forward if you prefer. You don't have to do the jump if you have injuries and you're taking out the jumps. Then just walk forward and squat. We are speeding this up. Hands to center, then you tap. Get on feet, have a little clap. Okay, C7. So if you're walking it, you just walk forward, squat, walk back. So the easier option would be a knee press. Lift the bottom, walk back and stretch. Harder, jump, press, walk back, jump. Speeding that all up is obviously a lot harder. Lean back, touch. The lower you are, guys, the more you'll feel it. You got your nap. Woo!
C7.
Here we go, team. Jump forward or walk. And if you're jumping back straight into the press, again, I'll make it even harder. So if you jump, press, walk back, or jump, walk back,
Shuffle jack.
okay, you haven't got much space. You're just going to shuffle for twos. Low, shuffle, 2 jacks. Not as low with the bottom, easier. Tap out, easier jack. Lower, scaling the wall, harder. 2 jacks fast.
Punch
You
it.
can speed that up. 8 punches. So punch for 8. 4 split jumps. Taking out the jump. Tap back or not as low when you split jump. 8 punches. High and low. Shuffle jack. You might need to turn side on in your room here. You can do 4 shuffles if you wish. I haven't that much space. That's what I'm doing twos. Over the head of my wall. Option.
Punch it.
8 punches. Come on. 4 jumps. If you're jumping high and low back knee, that'll make it harder. Always followed by 8 punches. 4 jumps. Not as low with the back knee, easier. Tap back, easiest. Got it now. Here we go, team. Option. Go your hardest. Woo! Hands high if you haven't got shoulder issues. Punch it. Go team. Are you with me? Keep it going.
PS2.
Okay, we press 2 and pulse 2. Pulses, lower, harder. We press 2, knee or toes. Press, jump back up, squat 2, jump back, knee or toe press, 2 on each.
Renegade row.
Renegade row is like a plank. Down, bottom not up, bottom flat. Head in line with your spine, breathe out and lift one elbow and breathe into the back. Knee option to make it easier. Lift, keep the shoulders level as you lift. Squat 2. Press 2. So you can make this harder by jumping down between, pushing, squeezing it up, jumping back up, squat, everything speeded up.
Renegade row.
Row, keep the shoulders level, left. Pretend you're lifting a dumbbell. High left, tummy up, knees down for the mat, easy option. Push.
PS2.
Okay, squat, press, loads of press ups. So you know, if you can't do full press up on toes, you do a knee press. All good, guys.
Renegade row.
Rowing. Breathe out as you lift. Knee option. Tummy up. Hips down. Push.
Down runs.
Okay, up down runs. Run forward for 4, tap the floor. Run back and jump. Forward for 4, touch. Run back for 4, jump or reach. If you're using one hand to tap, do one hand, then maybe the other one. If you're using 2,
Air jack.
get the bottom down. Air jack pulse, 3 low. So pulse on your 3rd, you're doing air jack. If you're not doing an air jack, do a tap out. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, air jack. Yes?
Up, down, run.
Go for it. Speed all this up. Option is just to stretch and to slow it down into a walk if you wish. Only if you have injuries. Don't go slower to go for longer. You want to push max all the time and stop. Go team. When you do your squat, don't have your bottom up here. Nice and low, high jump. So really low with the bottom, option obviously to tap.
Down runs.
Here we go team. Space. Right, let's race. Come on. Let's push it. Woo! Go team. Faster. Come on, give it all.
Air jack pulse.
Oh my goodness, here we go. Woo. Go team. How tired are you? Keep pushing through. Burn your legs, kick them out. Come on, nearly at the end. Well done, team. That was tough. Yes. Have a little drink. When it's hot, the heart goes up more. So if you do need to open your windows, open your doors. Or work through in sweat. I'm sweating. Okay. I'm going to come down today for our little stretches. So we're going to bring into your lunge, slide this leg forward, and then allow this hip to sink down. Oh, so good. Push in, stretching out the front of the hip flexor. Head is up nice and tall, flat back. Woo. Now to stretch the hamstring, we're just going to put the hands each side on the mat. And then push your chest down here. If you want to lift the toe to make this harder, you can. If you want to drop your head at this point, get a stretch down the neck, the spine. Might feel all tingly. And that is so good. Okay, from there, I'm going to bring your foot down, turn the hands forward, lift the bottom, and just push down for your adductor inner thigh stretch. So breathe, nice and slow, widen the feet if you wish, work down in little stages, allow the muscle to be teased into a bigger stretch. Head down if you wish, elbows down if you wish. Let the head hang. If you can't come as low, just come to where you can. Oh, I am really tight muscles today. Bring the feet in and out a little bit, just to allow yourself to turn back. And then I'm going to just take that foot a little bit forward so that I can lunge lower. And allow yourself to sink down. Stretching is so good after you've worked so hard. Enjoy each stretch. Breathe, sink down on your out breath. Slowly breathing down. And then we're going to just come up, take the hands to the mat. Might be fingertips, might be flat hands. I'm going to drop my head to feel a bigger stretch. Lifting my toe. And breathing through. Nice and slow. And from there, I'm just going to come back to the side and then just wiggle your feet in and out until your feet come together and then drop. So you can have fingertips, knuckles, flat palms on the floor. Push the chest towards the legs. If you want to hug behind your legs to draw yourself back, you can do that for a bigger stretch. Breathe. Just come down to whatever is a stretch for you. And then as we bring the hands back to the front, on the next out breath, I want you to drag the belly button up tight, start to arch the back and just roll up nice and slow, allowing the back to come back up nice and tall to flat back, tall head, crown to ceiling. And then we're just going to take one wrist, lift up, and on your out breath, we're going to come over. You can just stretch without holding the wrist if you wish. Don't drop forward with the shoulder. And then coming back up, changing size, taking it over. And then we want to stretch the triceps. So we've done lots of triceps presses, lots of press ups, and behind the back. So make sure you stretch your fingers down towards the mat. You lift the head up and draw the elbow across. So you have a nice stretch. The belly button is pulling in, so I'm not kind of arching my back here. My hips are forward and I'm just lifting to get a big stretch down the back of the arm, the tricep. Breathing through it, and then we change. Other hand behind, get that elbow over, get the chin lifted, fingers down, belly button in, keep stretching. Then we're going to take the arm across the chest, straight arm, pull that arm over with a little hooked arm to draw over, and then change, other arm across and squeeze, stretching the back of your shoulder. And then we're going to stretch the wrist. So drawing back the fingers first, and then we really want to open up the top of the wrist because that presses back on your press up. So I'm holding above over my knuckles and drawing back my fingers to open up the top of the wrist, give it a nice little stretch, and then changing. And important, we need to stretch the front of the legs. The quads works hard on all your squats, all your jumps. So either hold on to the wall if you're feeling wobbly now and you've worked really hard. You can hold on to the wall, either arm just out, holding on to the tip of the ear. Really squeeze the hips out to the front so you get an added stretch. If you can balance, give 2 hands on a squeeze of the heel to bottom, hooking around your foot to draw the heel in. And once you feel that nice stretch, change over and really slow your breathing down. Nice, big, deep breaths. And just gonna twist, coming onto the toe, and nice and slowly we're gonna come back to standing. And thank you so much if you joined me today, guys. Hope you worked your hardest, hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow for Fitness Pilates at 12. And any comments, put them up, I'll get back to you. And just make sure you have plenty to drink now. Well done. Hope you're as sweaty as I am. Take care and have a good day.